Next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, thrilling highlights from big games all around the Bay Area. We'll have De La Salle battling St. Francis, Serra taking on Pittsburgh, and Antioch meeting Clayton Valley.
Volleyball action features Branham and presentation, water polo with Los Altos and Los Gatos, and we'll share the amazing story of this Lynbrook football player. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight with a cross-sectional matchup between the Diablo Foothill League's Acalanes and Mitty from the West Catholic League.
That's right. Acalanes led by outstanding junior quarterback Nick Kresnak, who's thrown for 780 yards in 3 games this season. Mitty will counter with its own fine junior quarterback Shamir Bey. Acalanes and Mitty Friday night.
These Acalanes fans are excited to take on the Mitty Monarchs on their home field Friday night. The Dons start off the game in possession. QB Nick Kresnak with a long pass, and Chris Rogers, a great catch for Rogers. And next play again, it's Kresnak with a pass and Rogers with the catch. This time it's for a touchdown, and the score is 7-0 Dons. Up next, it's Mitty with the ball. Quarterback Shamir Bey with a pass to Joseph Vaughn, and touchdown Monarchs. We are tied at 7. End of the second, and again it's Bey with the ball, passing it to Vaughn, and what a catch for another touchdown. The Monarchs with a 2-point conversion, and it's 15-7 Mitty in the lead. Now in the third, the Dons trying to get back in it. A nice pass down the field, but it's intercepted by Vaughn. What a catch. He's having a great game. The Mitty offense pushing it downfield, going with the read option, and Bey decides to keep it. A touchdown for Bey, and it's now 22-7 Mitty still ahead. Finishing up the third, Mitty with the ball and Bey again with the pass. This time it's to Dion Dupree, and he's there to receive it. A nice run gives Mitty the first down, but would not score. And start of the fourth, Monarchs have the ball, but look at that awesome interception for Alex Cortesis. The Dons now on the 5. Kresnak completes the pass to Lucas Eppinger for the touchdown, making it 22-17 Mitty, but the Mitty defense would hold off the Dons until the final buzzer. 22-17 was the final. Mitty finished off the preseason with a 2-1 record.
It's Hall of Fame induction time at the Live Oak Acorn Stadium Friday night as the Acorns take on Burlingame. After an early safety to make it 2-0 Burlingame, the Panthers add to their lead. Lucas Meredith receives the kickoff, weaves through traffic all the way home. It's a 60-yard touchdown, 8-0 Panthers. Live Oak with an answer, though. Quarterback Jonathan Singleton handing it off to Nick Lamonto, a 5-yard plunge for the touchdown, and the Acorns are on the board now, but still trailing by 2. Still the first, Panthers in possession. Jordan Malicious handing it to Meredith, who stays on his feet until he can't anymore, but it's okay. He's in the end zone. 14-6, Burlingame in the lead. Second quarter now, check out this play. Singleton from the shotgun, spins around, fires over the middle, and look at a terrific leaping catch by Caleb Ojeda between 2 defenders. Great play there to pull Live Oak within 2 again. Burlingame down by 7 in the third. Wyatt McGovern hands it to Meredith, who finds an open lane to the right for a 45-yard touchdown, but it's all Acorns from there. A great effort here by Lamonto as he's busted tackles, driving people all the way to the goal line, just short, but the Acorns did pound it in from there, and Live Oak would take this one. Singleton stepping back, sending it, soaring to a wide open Matt Blocker for the touchdown to end the night. 34-22 is the final. Singleton with a big night, passing and running.
The Branham Bruins are all sorts of excited for their match against the Presentation Panthers this Tuesday night. The Panthers starting off with the lead, but here's Mia Voss passing to Alexa Gaddis to Iris Vukovic for the kill to put Branham on the board. Presentation fighting to stay on top. Jenna Sandel with the dig to Jack Cousineau, who sets it high for Sandel to smash it into the hardwood. Prez in the lead, but Branham keeps going strong. Emily Powell to Gaddis to Voss, who knocks it down to cut the deficit to 2, but the Panthers would take the set. Sandal to Cousineau to Sophia Strauss, and Presentation would take the set 25-22. Second set, and it's all Panthers. Check out this block from Lauren Gottschall. That one's not coming back, and she was pretty proud of herself there. Next up, it's Sandal to Franny Longwello to Andy Valenzuela, who slams it over the defenders, and Presentation goes up by 2 sets. In the third, it's Gatos to Voss to Mackenzie Mago. Mago finds a hole in the defense and tips it over the Panthers for the Branham point. But Prez is just too good in this one. Haley Hurst, Kusanau, Sophia Strauss bump set kill, and Presentation would take the last set 25-17. And the sweep, Sandal with 12 kills.
The De La Salle Spartans getting ready to go, taking on Monta Vista on Wednesday. Monta Vista down by 2 goals, but they make up one of them right here. Ryan Strauss to Nick Schoening to R.J. Millington. More Mustang action. Millington finds Strauss in position for a Mustang goal. Strauss was happy about it, and it's tied at 4-all. Still in the second, De La Salle on the attack. Shea Gross connects with Daniel Visha, who sends a rocket into the net, and it's 6-5 Spartans at the half. To the third quarter now. Check out this shot. Tanner Mercer finding Jagger Beacon in front, and Beacon scores. Joey Grzinski here with the pass to Visha, nailing the back of the net for De La Salle. And more Spartans here. Visha to Tanner Mercer, who bounces it in to give the Spartans a 10-6 lead. But the Mustangs still attacking. Mark Lauren finds Strauss, who makes it splash to cut the deficit for Monta Vista. Fourth quarter action now. Strauss doing his signature move, creating a splash diversion to score for the Mustangs, but De La Salle will hang on to win it. Grzinski to Beacon for the final goal. 13-9 the final as De La Salle hands the Mustangs their first loss of the season. Each week we present the Players of the Week in a wrap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Reikus Center.
That's right, the Reikus Center producing an original wrap every week based on last week's games. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah, Reikus Center. Cal High Sports, your Players of the Week. Every time he takes a snap, he throws profoundly. Talking about Woodside Jr., Brody Crowley. The numbers indicate he is holding down the offense. Now he's holding the trophy proudly. The Wildcats claim the law, beating Sequoia. Brody picked apart the defense like a prosecuting lawyer. 3 touchdowns, 24 for 33 passing. Those stats are fast acting and long lasting.
You wanna get familiar with Quincy Bass? First thing you gotta know is that Quincy's fast on both sides of the field for the Tennyson Lancers. When the gridiron calls, his adrenaline answers. 190 yards, 3 catches and 6 carries, 2 touchdowns. He got the juice like mixed berries. Add 9 tackles plus an interception, and that's a force to be reckoned with. Any objections? Overruled. And you know what it is. If you got bars like this, come holler at us. Yeah, Reikus Center. Those are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
Hernias are a protrusion of tissue through an area of weakness. Most commonly, this can cause a bulge in the groin or belly button. In sports, there's a special type of hernia that can occur. Rather than a bulge, a sports hernia results in pain in the groin that can be confused with the groin strain. It occurs from an imbalance between your inner thigh muscle, or adductor, and your stomach muscle, or rectus abdominis. Treatment is initially focused on rest and physical therapy. If symptoms persist, surgery may be necessary to tighten the weakened area between your adductor and rectus muscles, with return to play expected in a few months. There is a significant association between sports hernias and hip impingement, so both need to be assessed for groin soreness.
Coming up, it's the Island Bowl with Alameda and Encinal in the Block Construction NCS Blockbuster game.
And South Bay Volleyball with Leland and Lee as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
When you're ready to buy a house, a mortgage from U.S. Bank could help make it possible. And a dedicated financial partner will be with you every step of the way. See about pre-qualifying today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
We got it for you, South County Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
We are back at Levi Stadium with a big rivalry on the island of Alameda. The Island Bowl features the two public schools on the island, with the winner getting bragging rights for the whole year.
Yeah, it's a really big deal. Encinal won the game big last season, but the Hornets have shown big improvement this year, coming into this game with a 3-0 record. The huge game is our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. Our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
I'm here on the island for the big crosstown rivalry game between Alameda and Encinal. Alameda is off to a tremendous 3-0 start with senior quarterback Padraig Lane leading the Hornets' high-scoring offense. Encinal did graduate their starting QB last season, but junior David Romero Reinholtz is doing a great job filling that role. So far, the junior has thrown for over 350 yards, completing 57% of his passes. Will the Hornets keep their hot streak alive, or will the Jets win island bragging rights for the third year in a row? Let's find out in our block construction blockbuster game.
2 minutes in, the Jets are in the red zone. QB David Romero Reinholtz connects with Teddy Oliver, who gets brought down with 5 yards to go. Next, it's Josiah Nagalevu busting up the middle to give the Jets the upper hand. Second quarter, the Hornets punch back. Padraig Lane steps back. He sends it soaring. Elijah Twegby tracks it down and holds on. 61 yards to the house. Not a whole lot of offense in the first half, but some great D. Here's Fraser Megger with the sack for Alameda. The Hornets take their first lead of the night in the third with Lane driving up the gut. And we start the fourth with Alameda leading 12-7. Watch Romero Reinholtz toss it to Archie Cole. The junior running back puts a stiff arm up and heads for home. Touchdown, Jets. 3 minutes left to play. Here's Alameda with the ball. Lane gives it to Twegby. The running back dodges traffic and breaks to the outside. He gets pulled down, but not before a Hornet touchdown. Alameda leads by 4 with a minute left. Here's Encinal in the red zone. Romero Reinholtz has an open look and connects with Landis Green for the lead. Alameda down by 4 with enough time for one more play. This one is thrown sky high and Micah Niello intercepts the pass. Encinal wins the Island Bowl for the third year in a row. 22-18. Here's junior Teddy Oliver post-game.
Man, actually it means a lot because, you know, you stand for it, you get bragging rights. This meant more to the community, to our city, the school. It just means a lot to us. We live for this. Without this, some people ain't got nothing else to do. So we actually get everything we got, we grind all out the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday come out, that's what you get.
In Alameda with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Leland Chargers getting set to host Lee on Tuesday night. Leland looking good early as Keely Worth gets it to Athena Janice, who bump sets Becca Baggett, who takes the angle and crushes it home. But Lee battles back later in the first. Haley Junker a little give and go with Alina Valenti as Junker runs up for the kill. Lee takes the lead in the first as Ellie Kellerman gets it to Abby Gundy, who back sets Ella Trolsas, who takes it down the line, and the Longhorns take the first. Second set now, Lee out to a big early lead. Some nice D as Jackie Miller and Trolsas put up the perfect double block. A nice up here by Kellerman to Gundy. Deep set to a flying Junker for the point. Leland battling back. Look at the effort here by Worth, and then Janice with an amazing push shot over the net, and that's a winner. Still, Lee takes the second. In the third, Janice with a long service run. This one of 3 aces during that run, but Lee battles back again. Valente to Gwindy to the middle for Miller, and she splits the block. Later in the third, Miller to Gwindy, outside to Junker, who just crushes that one as Lee goes on to win it in 3 straight. Junker leading the Longhorns with 9 kills. Lee now 2-0 to start the season.
Each week this season, the 49ers and South County Chrysler will bring us the Coach of the Week award.
Here's the 49ers Pro Bowl fullback Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce this week's 49ers Prep Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week, presented by U.S. Bank. This week's award goes to Tennyson head coach Terry Smith. With a big win over the Irvington Vikings, the Tennyson Lancers improved to 3-0 and got off to their best start since 2014. As a part of this award, Tennyson High School will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Coach Smith will also be invited to a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by our head coach, Kyle Shanahan, and will be recognized on the field before one of our home games later in the season. Congratulations to head coach Terry Smith, this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Coming up, two of the Bay Area's very best, it's Pittsburgh and Serra.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for volleyball.
The Reikus Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Reikus Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements.
Reed is gone! Touchdown for the 49ers! Spins away, doesn't. Sack, DeForest Buckner finished. Fires in the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown! There's the sidearm sling! Down the near sideline all the way! Touchdown 49ers! Intercepted by Williams! Goodman's got it at the 30! Goodman breaks away! And there's the home run! Kick on the way, down the middle, and gold is good! At the buzzer!
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and block construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, block construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
We are the Leland High School cheerleaders, and you're watching the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The defending state champs Serra Padres are looking strong again this season with our good friend senior quarterback Luke Batari leading a dynamic offense.
The Padres taking on a very strong Pittsburgh team. The Pirates senior quarterback Trey Turner navigating the Pirates through a very tough preseason schedule. The Pirates hosting the Padres Friday night.
North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. Here come the Pittsburgh Pirates as they take the field hosting the Serra Padres at Pirate Stadium. Pitt on the board first. Trey Turner heaves it to Willie Hartz III, who makes the grab and dives in. 7-0 Pirates. Serra looking to tie the game on their first drive, but the pass is picked off by Hartz, who turns on the Jets and sprints past everyone, going 70 yards. A pick six to the house as the Pirates take a 14-0 lead. The Padres would get on the board in their next possession. Luke Batari throws a bullet to Malachi Rango, who makes the catch and runs past defenders for the touchdown to cut the deficit to 7. But back come the Pirates. Give it to Premier Murphy, who goes up the gut and gets the wheels going for a nice game. Pitt would score a few plays later, extending their lead to 14. Serra looking to score once again, but Josiah Porter jumps the route and gets the pick. 21-7 Pirates after 1. The Padres get their offense going in the second. Batari leaps up into the end zone. It's 21-14 Pitt. Serra gets the ball back just before the half, and Batari scrambles around and connects with Matt Rolandi, who sprints down the sidelines for 6 to tie the game at 21 all at the half. Pittsburgh gets the lead back in the third. Give it to Jack Lacey III, who plunges in for the touchdown. 28-21 Pirates. The Pirates threatening again on their next drive. Avant Muldrow takes the handoff and sprints past defenders before finally being taken down at the 10. That would lead to a field goal. 31-21 Pitt. The Pirates on the attack again. Handed to Muldrow again, and he is in. Pitt would score another TD later in the quarter. 45-21 Pirates after 3. Serra looking to mount a comeback in the fourth. Batari with the pass to Nate Sanchez, who turns on the Jets all the way for 6, but not enough, as Pittsburgh takes the victory to go to 2-2 on the season. 45-35 the final.
Back with some more volleyball action with Castro Valley hosting Acalanes. The Lady Dons take an early lead with Rachel Go lobbing it to Maddie Risch for the kill. And later on in the set, the Lady Trojans will come right back and take the lead with Ashley Chacon for the ace. But check this one out. The Dons looking to capitalize, but Georgie Cortez will dive for this one as the ball just sneaks over the net as Castro Valley takes set 1. Then in set 2, the Lady Dons will come out hot with Risch getting the ace for the early 10-3 lead. Acalanes would continue the momentum with Kaylee McVeigh, another ace to take set 2. Both teams had a combined 16 aces in this match. Into set 3, where it was all Acalanes, Roxy Cummings laying down the hammer to take the lead 2-1. But set 4 became a close one. Sydney Branham will sneak this one over the net, and the Trojans would go on to bring up set point, but the Dons would tie it up and extend the set, where Maddie Risch comes down for the point and takes the set and the match as Acalanes hangs on to remain undefeated on the season. The Dons start league play against defending league champs Campolindo next Tuesday.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity to succeed in school and in sports.
Robert, tonight I'm happy to share with you the story of Jonathan Leslie, a football player whose rough start at life has taken a completely different turn. The best stories start in one place and end somewhere you least expect, much like the story of Jonathan Leslie. Here on the football field at Lynbrook High School, Jonathan is far from where his story first began.
I don't know where I'd be.
It begins in San Jose. Jonathan's biological mother used methamphetamines while she was pregnant. After he recovered from the side effects of meth exposure, Jonathan was put into the foster care system when he turned 4 months old.
From 4 months to 16 months, he went through 12 homes.
No foster family kept Jonathan for more than a couple of months.
They brought him back saying they couldn't handle him. He was a lot of work.
Melissa Leslie was just 21 years old when she met 16-month-old Jonathan.
He was my very first placement, so I had never done this before.
Together, they thrived. After 7 months, Jonathan went from a nonverbal, disgruntled child to a vibrant toddler.
He needed consistency and routine and trust, and nobody had taken the time to give him that.
But Melissa and Jonathan's time together was only temporary. No! Jonathan and his biological siblings soon moved to Oregon to live with his paternal aunt.
It was heart-wrenching to see him go.
After 4 months, Jonathan's social worker went to check on the children in Oregon and found that Jonathan was not being cared for properly. He decided to take all the children back to California, another failed home. But this time, Jonathan wasn't going back into the system.
I never expected adoption out of this.
Melissa and Jonathan haven't been apart since. And that's where Jonathan's memories begin.
It was just us in that little apartment. And then we moved in with my dad.
Jonathan's first sister, Michaela, was born in 2006, Mark and Melissa's first biological daughter. In November of 2007, not only did Jonathan's adoption become official, but so did his sister's. That's Alexis. Then came Serenity Grace, another adopted sister. But unlike Jonathan and Alexis, Serenity was adopted before she was even born. Serenity's biological mother also used meth while she was pregnant. Serenity wasn't as fortunate as Jonathan and suffers from more severe side effects from meth exposure, epilepsy and kidney disease, to name a few. She doesn't speak, but luckily she has her big brother Jonathan to help with that.
It's almost like I can understand what she says, because I've been around her so long, and she needs somebody to have a voice for her, I think. So, I want to be that voice for her.
Anastasia Leslie was born in 2014, and the Leslie family was complete. A family that began with a 21-year-old foster mom and a 16-month-old foster kid.
When I see him now and I see him come from that little boy to this, it's overwhelmingly pride.
Yeah, my mom really helped me with that, shaping me into the person I am today.
He very much understands and I think remembers and appreciates what he has and the opportunities that he has, because he knows what it could have been.
Oh my God!
Whenever I just get mad for doing a chore or something, I'm like, okay, I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for my mom. It's just a little chore. I got this. I'm like, okay, let's do this, all right?
And here is where Jonathan's story comes to a smooth slowdown.
Hey, on your toes!
It's come a long way from where it began, but one thing's for sure.
I can't.
There's still much more to be written.
He's gonna change this world.
Stay tuned. Jonathan is happy, compassionate, and just loves his family. And look how handsome he is.
And he's doing a great job at school. Lynbrook, a very tough school.
Very tough.
So, yeah, got to hand it to him for that, too. Jonathan Leslie is this week's U.S. Bank Inspirational Athlete powered by Be Human. Be Human is incentivizing thoughtful action through its users. Download the Be Human app today and to nominate an athlete who is inspirational to you. Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week with two of the Bay Area's very best, De La Salle and St. Francis.
And later, it's Piedmont Hills and Independence. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Callaways wanted to share the beauty of our country with their kids through the gift of travel, but fulfilling this dream seemed out of reach. Familiar with their adventurous ambition, Tri-Counties Bank personal banker Violet Diaz and team explored different financial avenues, sending them down the road with a flexible home equity line of credit to fund a family RV. Now lasting memories are on the horizon. That's service worth sharing. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
One Hit Away Foundation is the only nonprofit in the country dedicated to brain healing and brain health resulting from sports-related concussions. We help athletes get better quicker and learn the benefits of brain health. Don't ignore a possible brain injury that can get worse over time if left untreated. Call One Hit Away today and find out what we can do for you, or go to our website at onehitaway.org.
One Hit Away Foundation is the only nonprofit organization in this country that provides education, support, and resources for brain healing and brain health for individuals, teams, and other organizations that may have athletes experiencing the effects of sports-related concussions.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Reikus Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
We're back at the NBC Sports Studio with our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Nearly 2,000 people voted online and decided this game would be the Game of the Week, and that means a reporter on the scene, an interview with the winning team, and Game of the Week t-shirts.
This game is a marquee matchup between the Bay Area's best team for the last 20 years and one of the very best teams in the CCS during that time. It's St. Francis hosting De La Salle Friday night. The St. Francis Lancers entering the field, taking on perennial powerhouse De La Salle. First DLS drive, the ball is fumbled and James Deneem is there to recover it. But on the next De La Salle drive, Dorian Hale, the sophomore QB, hands it off to Shamar Garrett, and watch this guy run 67-yarder-roonies for Garrett, and the TD DLS up 7-0. 4 minutes left in the half now. Isaiah Foskey with a brutal hit. The DLS offense is looking tough, but the Lancers are fighting back. Jack Perry scrambles around, makes his way out of the pocket, and finds Anthony Lamphere for a very nice gain. And a few plays later, SF is still driving, looking for a receiver up the middle, but Garrett causing some trouble on defense now. This time, it's an 84-yard pick six. Garrett doing the most. I swear half of these highlights are just of Garrett running. Okay, now we're taking off to the third quarter now. St. Francis on the Spartans 40. And the Lancers go all in. The pass is caught by Evan Williams with two defenders on him in traffic. And the Lancers are on the board 19-8 with a 2-point conversion and over a minute left in the third. Hale dumps it to Henry to 0-0. And 32 yards later, he gets taken down near the 20. Finishing off the drive in the fourth, Garrett is there once again in the end zone for 6 more, 25-8 De La. But St. Francis is not backing down. Perry is looking for Williams again with a long pass. and Williams comes down with the awesome snag. A great night for him, but De La Salle would close the door. A quarterback keeper from Hale, and De La Salle wins it 33-15. De La improves to 4-0 on the season, and we caught up with the Spartans after this road victory. They've done it again now with a 293-game winning streak against NorCal opponents. These are the De La Salle Spartans. We're going to talk to Henry To'oto. He is our game MVP. Henry, that streak goes back before any of you guys were even born. Is that something you guys talk about in the locker room ever?
No, we just focus on game to games, day by day. We take it one step at a time. So we just focus on the weeks we have ahead.
Yeah, and this game tonight, right? What was going right? What was the key to this win?
We made a lot of mistakes as a team. We got a lot of things to clean up. So, I mean, we did a well job in the first half. Second half, we got a lot of stuff to clean up, but just being physical throughout the game.
Good. All right, Isaiah, what sets this team apart from all the others that's played before it?
It's really our determination and our defense. With the D-line, we're always getting in there. With the secondary, we're always getting picks, like Shamar getting picks, Almir getting picks. It's really just a defense setting us apart from the other years.
All right, Shamar, as the seniors prepare for college ball and whatnot, what are you going to take away from this program, this De La Salle football program?
To always work hard and just make sure everyone's doing their thing and just be a leader and make sure everyone's being a leader.
Thanks, Shamar. These are the De La Salle Spartans. Guys, take us out.
Let's go. Sports on me, sports on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Spartans! The Alhambra Bulldogs looking for their 5th win of the season as the Bulldogs host Clayton Valley. Alhambra off to a great start early. Morgan Elliott to Lexi Alford to Sterling Parker, who smashes it for the kill. But back come the ugly Eagles. Brenna Duggan over to Ali Cataldo, who bumps it back to Duggan for the point. The set would go to the Bulldogs. Michaela Resentes with the pass, Alford the set, and Parker with a monster kill as Alhambra takes it 27-25. Alhambra continues the momentum in set 2. Resentes to Kiki Reed to Jaden Smith for the finish as the Bulldogs win the second 25-16. Set 3 was a close one. Resentes takes it to Alford. She sets it up for Parker, who blasts it to the hardwood, but Clayton Valley fights back. Duggan to Kylie Halliday to Zoe Mixon for the nice kill as the ugly Eagles rally to win set 3, 27-25. Clayton Valley trying to keep their momentum going in the 4th. Duggan passes to Halliday, who sets to Alasia Mitchell for the big-time kill. But the Bulldogs were defending Diablo Valley League champs for a reason. Resentes to Alford to Parker for the point, and now match point for Alhambra. Elliott over to Reed, and she back sets Parker, who puts it away as the Bulldogs win the match in 4 sets to go to 5-0 on the season. The Colorado commit Parker with 27 kills. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is presenting the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Morgan Coolbaugh from Camp Alindo Girls Volleyball. Off the court, Morgan is a philanthropist and coordinator for the National Charity League, building Christmas wonderlands for the less fortunate. She also works with an animal rescue foundation, is a Girl Scout, and has helped build homes in Mexico. Morgan talks about why it's so important to volunteer.
The reason that I do this every spring break is because it's so important to give back to our communities, even if they aren't directly in the United States. People in Mexico also need help, and it's so amazing that I get this opportunity to go. So many people in Moraga should also join this through MVPC.
Coming up, a huge East Bay matchup with Clayton Valley and Antioch.
And later, Aragon battles Wilcox as 49ers Cal High Sports Report rolls along. Back at the NBC Sports Studio, and the Antioch Panthers are off to a fine start to this season with a 3-0 record, and junior running back Jason Wade running for 350 yards already this season.
That's pretty good,
yeah.
But Clayton Valley also comes into this game at 3-0 with senior quarterback Logan Sumner having a great season, throwing for 600 yards so far. 2 undefeated teams meeting Friday night. 2 powerhouse teams battling it out on Friday night. It's Antioch facing home team Clayton Valley. Early on, it's William Carthong taking it himself, powering his way in. 7-0 Antioch. Moving ahead to the second, it's Carthong again taking it himself. Antioch with a 14-0 lead. Later in the second, the Uggs get going, toss it out to Maki Gervais, who finds the end zone for 6. Look at the wheels on Gervais. 2-point conversion fails. It's 14-6. Less than a minute before the half, Carthon bringing the golden arm with this pass that finds Gotti Campbell as the Panthers take a 21-6 lead. Then on the next kickoff, the Uggs receiving this one. On the bounce, the ball pops out, and Donovan Fells, hey, look what I found. He gets the ball out of midair, and it's another Panthers touchdown. Oh my goodness, 27-6 Panthers at the half, but look out, here come the Uggs. On the return at the start of the half, Stephen Henry receiving the ball at the goal line across midfield, and watch him fly. Henry, 100 yards, a terrific return, and Clayton Valley is making a comeback. Then the Uggs march into the red zone. It's Carson Sumner powering his way in for 6, and we're tied at 27 all. But Carnthon gives the Panthers the lead one more time. This 10-yard run up the middle, his third rushing TD of the game. The Uggs, though, would get the ball back, and again, it's Carson Sumner as Clayton Valley now trails by just 1. Then with only moments left, the Uggs would go for 2, but the brick wall defense from Antioch stops them at the goal line, and it's all over. The Antioch Panthers are for real, folks. They hang on to win it to go to 4-0 on the season.
Next up, the Piedmont Hills Pirates taking on the undefeated Independent 76ers. First drive of the game, Sixers quarterback Jordan Osby jukes several defenders and makes his way to the end zone. It's 7-0 Indy. The Sixers get the ball back after a mishandled kick and gets right back to work with a 12-yard rushing touchdown by Dylan Oliver, 14-0 Independence. The following Piedmont Hills drive, Gabriel Reclusado weaves his way into the end zone to cut the lead to 7. Second quarter, Reclusado this time throws the ball for 8 yards to Alex Moreau, but a missed PAT makes it 14-13 Sixers. Closing the half, Oliver sneaks it in for another TD. It's 21-13 Independence heading into the third, and to start the second half, Reclusado punches his way in for a second rushing touchdown. Piedmont Hills fails a 2-point conversion. Sixers with a 2-point lead. The ensuing drive, Indy coughs it up, and Sean Houtman dives in and recovers it. And the Pirates would capitalize. Reclusado on the run finds Brandon Lowe for a huge 42-yard touchdown. The Pirates get their first lead of the game. It's 26-21. But Indy marches back down, and Osby brings the ball into the end zone. Sixers takes the lead 28-26. The Pirates get the ball back, and Reclusado uncorks a beautiful 45-yard bomb to Lowe for his second of the night. Piedmont Hills back up by 5, and Independence would chew up the clock most of the fourth quarter and cap off the drive with a game-winning touchdown by Osby. A thrilling game in San Jose Friday night. The final score 35-33 Sixers. Indy improves to 3-0 on the season. Captains from Moreau Catholic and James Logan shaking hands before their match Wednesday. Just under a minute in, Jenna Khalid from the corner. She finds the net, and the Colts are up 1-0. Still in the first quarter, Alana Avila finds Teresa Boy up the middle, and she finds a corner of the goal for the Colts' 8th goal in the first quarter. And in the second, Shayla Graham's first shot hits off the sidebar, but watch Graham fight the goalie for the rebound. The backhand shot gives the Colts the 10-0 lead. 3 minutes later, Logan on the breakaway, Rosella Rodriguez Pasanisi finds Alana Avila, and the shot does not miss. And with 30 seconds left in the half, Caitlin Farmer finds Serra Tank. She gets it over to Mukhalid, and Logan would take the 17-0 lead at halftime. In the third quarter, the Mariners' Laura Kurtz with a strong shot, and Moreau is on the board. And in the fourth, the Mariners trying to get another one in, but there for the save is Julie McCarthy. James Logan goes on to win it 29-4 with 3 Colts scoring 6 goals.
Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Seriously, you can buy the entire game video. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on Facebook. And remember, every highlight and feature will be uploaded to our YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll let you know when those videos are ready to watch.
Coming up, our CCS block construction blockbuster game with Willow Glen and Lincoln.
And girls water polo with Los Gatos and Los Altos in the pool next.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
The Reikus Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hey guys, it's Jules Wilson here at South County's incredible Labor Day sales event. Hey Bob Superman, what are you flying in with today?
Well, guess what? We're flying in 1,463 cars for the big Labor Day sale, 14 acres. Lots of people to help you. Our point is service. We got it for you, South County Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Well, thank you, Bob. Well, listen, my friends, here at South County, they are spinning wheels and making deals. So head on down to Gilroy and give them a try. Bob's always flying in with lots of deals. Right,
That's
Bob
right.
Superman?
You got it, Superman. Here we go.
The Willow Glen Rams have used the strong arm of Isaiah Basurto to a 2-0 start to this season. Basurto throwing for 376 yards in those two games.
The Rams taking on Lincoln, their neighboring rival, in a contest for Willow Glen bragging rights. The game played Thursday night at Willow Glen is our Block Instruction CCS Blockbuster game, and Robert was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
Thursday night football here at Willow Glen High School as the Willow Glen Rams host their Willow Glen rival, the Lincoln Lions. For Willow Glen, you might want to check out number 1, Tyler Hawkins. He's having a great season. He has 109 yards rushing and 84 yards receiving for the Rams. For Lincoln, they go with the dual running back tandem of Adam Arenas and Rolando Prado, the two totaling 180 yards in rushing last week. Some dynamic offensive weapons in tonight's Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game. Willow Glen driving early, but this pass is picked by Isaac Juarez, and the senior gets nice yards on the return. A big play here by the Lincoln D. The Lions driving now, hand it to Juarez. Isaac going far side and pushed out short of the end zone, but Lincoln scores on a short run, 7-0 Lions. Lincoln with the ball later in the first, wildcat formation with a direct snap to the running back Adam Arenas, who has Juarez blocking in front of him. That is a good-looking play by Kevin Collins and the coaches. Arenas down at the 15. Second quarter, same drive, and it's Gabe Flores, another in a pack of fine backs for Lincoln, 14-0 Lions. But back come the Rams later in the second. Isaiah Basurto throwing to Tyler Hawkins, and number 1 is in, and it's 14-7. The Rams get 2 on a safety, then take the lead here as Hawkins rumbles into the end zone. Willow Glen leads it 16-14. 36 seconds to play in the half. Lincoln with a 4th and 9. You know Lincoln, run, right? No. It's Marcus Hernandez firing to the big tight end, Alejandro Martinez-Lara. 29 yards, and Lincoln has a 21-16 halftime lead. Third quarter, a long Lions drive culminates with this Juarez short TD run, 28-16 Lions. The Rams moving the ball. Here's Hawkins again, a nice run up the middle before being popped by the Lions' Josiah Villegas, who we featured on last week's show. He's a hitter. But the Rams drive stalls, and here comes Rolando Prado. Just great blocking in front of him, and Orlando is fast. He turns on the Jets inside the 10-yard line. It worked the first time, and here it is again, expecting the run. The Lions' Hernandez firing to Martinez-Lara. Lincoln leads 34-16. The Rams desperate to get back in it, but the Lions' defense comes up big again. Gabe Flores getting the pick and a long return there, and that allows the Lions to punch it in a short time later. Juarez with his 3rd touchdown of the game. The Lions running the ball very well on the way to victory. Arenas explains why the running game works so well.
We run the ball so well because we're a power offense, and you know there's other teams now developing, getting space and widening the teams out, but we're just keeping it old school and just running down the defense.
The Los Gatos girls getting their nails checked before the Cats take on Los Altos. The Eagles off to a fast start. Olivia Cairns from way out fires at home, 1-0 Eagles. More Eagles in the first, toss it into the hole for Silky Tools, who battles in front, turns and fires. Nice goal, Silky. But the Cats come back on the break. Allison Berg over to a wide-open Christina Kullock, who slaps it home. Christina was about to have a big game. More Cats, and look at Corlista Davison battling in front, then side-arming it home, and we're tied at 2-all. Nice pass here as Berg sees her teammate Kullock speeding toward the net, and Christina has another goal for the Cats. But the Los Altos Eagles tie it up again as Cynthia Yee turns and lofts it just over the keeper, and we're tied at 3-all in the second. But the Cats take off from there. A Kullock shot is blocked by Alex Warren, but jumping on the rebound is Berg, and a nice backhand makes it 5-3. Second half as Kullock one times this one home, and then inside again to Davison with a blind backhand shot with some zip on it, as Los Gatos goes on to win at 10-4, 6 goals for the senior Christina Kullock.
Each week, the Harker School will celebrate its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Ellen Ferguson from the Mitty volleyball team. Ellen with a stellar 4.5 grade point average.
Very impressive. Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates Swapnil Garg from the class of 2018, who racked up 2 medals, gold and silver, in international and team competition at the International Linguistics Olympiad held in Prague this summer. U.S. teams took first and second place. Congrats to Swapnil and the whole U.S. contingent at Harker. Preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here's this week's Adobe tip.
Building the graphic on the screen from the timeline is a powerful tool in Premiere Pro. Here's a rectangle I'll use to put a graphic over. I can place the rectangle perfectly in the middle of the screen by using the rectangle tool. Then with the rectangle in place, use the selection tool, hold down the Command or Control key, and drag the rectangle until it snaps into place. You can then set scale on the rectangle by setting in and out keyframes. Set your anchor point to the middle, and the rectangle will appear from the middle. Coming up, the Aragon Dons battle the red-hot Wilcox Chargers.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for football. '49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andry.
And we are both brokers with Serino Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
The Wilcox Chargers have 2 impressive wins to start the season.
The Chargers with another big test this week as the Chargers battle Aragon at home on Friday night.
The Wilcox Pep Band with a fine rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Wilcox up early, handed off to Gabe Herrera up the middle, 10 yards, 7-0 Chargers. Wilcox with the ball again, tossing it out to Paul Rosa, and this guy was about to have a monster game. 35 yards on this touchdown run, 14-0 Wilcox in the first. More Chargers, and again it's Rosa showing his speed, bursting through the line and racing 35 yards, 20-0 Wilcox still in the first. Second quarter now, and Aragon gets it to Gustav Unga around the end and diving in for the Dons touchdown. But the Chargers are on the move again. Alex Adame lofting it up for Ryan Cooper Jr. at the end zone and in, and Wilcox has a 26-7 lead. Late second now, when the Chargers go with the tight end reverse. This is Juan Magana, and Magana is going to go all the way, 72 yards on the tight end reverse. A very underrated play, 33-7 Wilcox. Early third quarter, and it's Herrera again, this time far sideline and in the end zone. And one more for Rosa. Just sensational line play all night long, allowing Rosa to run free. Just an amazing night for Rosa, 297 yards on just 13 carries with 3 touchdowns, and the Chargers go to 3-0 on the season with a big win. 55-14 was the final. The Aragon girls volleyball team is having a nice start to their season.
The girls meeting up with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Reikus Center to talk about it.
Hey, we're here at the Reikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, and I'm here with the ladies of the Aragon volleyball team. Maddie, tell us about this upcoming season. How do you expect to get that championship this year?
Well, this year we have a really strong group of girls, and we actually have like extremely good chemistry compared to years in the past. Everybody's friends with everybody, and we have good chemistry also on the court too. We really trust each other, and we're always there supporting each other.
Awesome, and I know that you guys already started off great. Tell us about that W you got last week with Sacred Heart Prep.
Yeah, we just played really consistent. Our front row and back row defense kept us alive the whole game. And yeah, we just were really familiar with the team, so we were able to exploit their weaknesses really easily.
Yeah, you guys won in 4 sets. How incredible was that feeling?
It felt the best. I mean, they almost won states last year, so to beat a really good team like that was exciting.
Well, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment for you ladies. Now let's go over to Della. I know you got some big traditions here at Aragon. Tell us about those.
Well, we do a lot of traditions here at Aragon. First, we do Secret Sister, and that's when we hand out gifts, and we do letters and before every game, and we give them to at school, which is also really cool. And then we do this dance called Gigolo after every home game, and so we do this dance, which gets us warm, and we get kind of excited before the game too.
You guys have some awesome traditions. Congratulations, ladies. I'm Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on the Fernando and Greg Show, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and middays 10 to 2. Give it up, ladies, for the
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Lee girls volleyball team in their victory over Leland. Jackie Miller and Ella Trolsis put up a double block and they were stoked about it. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Reikus Center.
Hey, I'm Juan Pablo. Today's training tip is kettlebell weight or carry. Alicia here is going to demonstrate. You want to go ahead and lift the kettlebell, hold it upside down, bottoms up we call it. Make sure the elbow is in line with the shoulder and just below the shoulder. Go ahead and start walking. She wants to walk forward slowly, under control. And then she's going to walk backwards as well. Again, I can do this for steps or for distance, slow and in control, keeping that kettlebell in line with the shoulder.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi's Stadium.
We've had some really tough decisions to make these first few shows. First off, I'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with Leland's Athena Denise just pushing the ball over the net, and that's a winner. Here's Castro Valley's Georgie Cortez with a diving dig. Great play, Georgie. On the next kickoff return, keep your eye on number 23 for Antioch, Donovan Fells. A heads-up play as he catches a loose ball. Credit to Brian Caddy who knocked it free. That's an Antioch touchdown. Another heads-up play here. It's Alex Cortez from Acalanes tipping the pass and picking it off. St. Francis battled hard against De La Salle, and Evan Williams had a huge game, a terrific catch in traffic here. Williams is our Play of the Week winner, but it's for this catch. Watch Williams with a spectacular one-hand grab with the defender all over him. Evan Williams, this week's Play of the Week winner.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week to meet the Tennyson Lancer and his long road to play this season. We'll see you then.